Recent studies conducted by the Ministry of Health within the territory have revealed an increase in mental illness, with depression being a major concern affecting both adults and children. According to Dr. Magna Parks, what we eat can either add or take away from our mental health. Speaking on JTV's live talk show Spotlight, Dr. Parks, a counseling psychologist from Georgia, explained that the belief has always been that what we eat affects certain organs in the body, such as the heart. She explained that in reality, 50% of the food we consume actually affects the brain in one way or another.
Eating is very important because what we put into this part of our bodies right here affects every single organ in the body. And what we have been trained, or what we have mostly heard, is that eating may affect the heart, may affect the kidneys, the liver, it may affect other aspects of our body. But we're learning more and more that eating especially affects the brain. 50% of what we eat goes to our brain. So if that is true, 50% of whatever you eat is going to impact how you think, it's going to impact how you feel, it's going to impact all the aspects of your emotional and mental functioning.
Speaking on the issue of depression, Dr. Parks said that certain foods can produce tryptophan, a raw amino acid which is found in many antidepressants. She said by eating the right foods, there would be no need for these types of medications.
And the reasons that these antidepressants work is because they affect something known as serotonin in our brain, which is what helps transmit messages from nerve to nerve, neuron to neuron. It's a neurotransmitter. When you eat foods that's high in this tryptophan, it helps the brain to produce serotonin. So the same thing or similar thing that what will happen when you take Prozac or Paxil and Zoloft, if you eat these foods that are high in tryptophan, the body says, oh, I have the raw material that I need to make serotonin. And the brain will produce and use serotonin in a similar way as to when you take some of the psychotropic or antidepressant drugs.
In regard to what types of food can contribute to the fight against good mental health, Dr. Parks listed several foods such as refined sugar, which she said can lead to bad mental health. She also spoke about some foods that can contribute to overall mind and body wellness as well.
Sugar, refined sugar, specifically white sugar, can cause a lot of problems because it gives you a false sense of feeling good. The thing about sugar, when you eat it, you feel good for the moment, because you've heard people say, I'm going to eat this pie or whatever and I feel good about it.
That's me.
But then afterwards, with some people, you crash even lower than you were before. You need more.
Yes,
that's right.
So you become a sugar addict.
Exactly.
I'm familiar.
Okay, and another thing is bad carbohydrates. And what I mean by that is any carbohydrates that were stripped of its natural materials, meaning its natural nutrients, I should say, mainly vitamin B. When we talk about carbohydrates, we're thinking about things such as pastas and breads, etc. We want to get those in the natural state because it has the B vitamins that your brain and your nervous system craves, and that can have an impact on your mental health. So you want to stay away, especially if you're suffering from any kind of mental disorder. You want to stay away from a lot of potato chips or French fries or white rice or white bread. These are things that have been stripped of their nutrients, which in turn can have an impact on the mental health.
Nature's Way recently teamed up with Dr. Parks to conduct a series of consultations within the territory periodically for the rest of the year. Persons interested in setting up an appointment to meet with the psychologist can contact Nature's Way. Persons can also learn more about Dr. Parks by visiting her website at www.bingoodhealth.com.